Where I lived with my brother, we didn't know any other people of colour. I'm Sheree and I was adopted at 3 weeks old from Sri Lanka by an Irish family that lived in Coalisland in County Tyrone. My brother was also adopted from Sri Lanka and we were raised in Coalisland in the 90s, which feels like a really long time ago now. And certainly when I look back on growing up in Coalisland, the sense of community is something that is unmatched. And I've moved away and I travel a lot, and the kind of people and the personalities that you have back home is one of the fondest things that I have from growing up in Coalisland and in Tyrone. The flip side of that is in the 90s, Tyrone and certainly Coalisland was not very diverse. Okay, there weren't very many people of colour. Growing up, we faced, unfortunately, quite a lot of racism. My brother and I, it's all well and good when you're the cute baby stage and everybody loves you, but you start to get older, you become a teenager and so on. And my brother used to have to walk home. One of the other schools would give him racist abuse every single day. My dad, certainly when we were growing up, had been very aware of the racism that we dealt with, and my family were super protective of us. And so there's a lot of things that gives you a different perspective on. People will talk regularly about being the only in your boardroom, for example, if you're a woman. But actually, when you have the experience of being the only in your family, in your friend circle, in your school, I'm acutely aware of when I am the only in those spaces, like a family wedding. I'm also married to a white Irish man from Ballygolly, so when I go to a family wedding, it's very easy to see where I am. I've always classed myself as Irish. I went to school where I learned and competed in Irish dancing, and I'll still get people asking me, where are you really from, when I tell them I'm from Coalisland, and I'm like, I've told you where I'm from. If you don't like that answer, that's a you problem and not a me problem. I live down in the south of England now. Do I think, in Ireland in general that we need to do more? Absolutely, we need to do more. But I am hopeful. When I go back to Coalisland now, it's very, very different now. There are way much more diversity because of immigration and so on, which is really great. You can see all different kinds of people when you walk through the town, and I think that's a really positive thing. I've seen big changes as well in the country as a whole, and certainly in Tyrone too. I work to make sure that businesses work for everyone and that they reach all different kinds of people, that they embrace diversity and the uniqueness that people have